we're in Tasmania.
Not good. Okay. So yes, you are in Tassie.
Oh, and we meet Mr.
I know where we are.
Mr. Steam. And we were in the fighting the hounds. We just come across the hounds, and then Brandon.
That's right. And they've backed the kid up against and we've just lost Brandon. And they've backed the kid up against the
wall. And they're going, oh shit.
Yeah. So the red hounds, and they have they were the sort of burning hounds.
Mm-hmm.
Red dogs. That's what they are. With glowing red eyes and a thick coat of ash on their skin, like they've rolled in dust. And there's like sort of, and it's not just their eyes, their body has cracks in it. And I can't remember, do you remember, I think you had noticed that there were also, by the way, half of you are not on the Foundry, just to make that point.
Good point.
Yeah, there were puppies there, weren't they?
There were puppies on one side.
Yes. There were puppies on one side. And what is there? Yeah, okay. So they had bailed the kid up against the wall, and you guys literally walked in at that point, having made your way through the shadow. And remember, the kid had run away from the train and has the ring.
The box with the ring, that's right.
The box with the ring. That was requested by Mr. Stokey, I think it was.
Yeah.
So you were sent here by Mr. Steam.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Mr. Stokely. Mr. Stokely is the one the kids were sent here by to steal the ring. And you met the woman who had the ring with her. Oh, not the woman, the train conductor, Rex, had the ring. And then Elmira is the woman who you met, who has the who has some relationship with the green. Because remember, the vines were swallowing the tree. All right. Okay. So you're in the room. So in media res, you're in the room, and there is this kid going, "Nice doggy, and sort of facing him down. How many of these red dogs are there? I want to say 3. Is it 3? Yeah.
3 sounds familiar. I'm assuming the dogs are in between the kid and their pups, basically.
Yes, that's correct.
All right.
There are 2 pups, 3 adult dogs, and the kid.
All right. Well, I'm going to edge around towards the kid slowly, steadily. And when I get there, the kid and I are going to try and use the shadows to get out.
Okay. Oh, so you're going to
slip into shadow.
You're going to slip into shadow. Remind me what that looks like. Abilities. Slip into shadow. And you tip to slip away from select target and hide from view in a nearby shadow. And for each level of effect applied, you can attempt to affect 1 additional target as long as your targets are next to each other.
Yeah, so my aim is to get to the kid and then both of us slip into shadows.
Okay, I'll allow it. It's not quite what they mean, but I think that's fine. All right, so, but to get to the kid, you've got to get around the dogs.
Okay. So, all right, I can use Fleet of Foot as another ability. So I can move a short distance as part of another action. You can move a long distance as your entire action for a turn. If you apply a level of effort to this ability, you can move a long distance and make an attack, etc.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing if I apply a level of effort, I could actually get there and grab the kid.
Mm-hmm.
And then what my next action will be slip into shadow.
Okay, so that's what you're going to do. So
Yeah.
I'm going to ask you. So I have no issue with So you're using the fleet of foot to basically step to where the kid is.
Yeah.
So that's your declared action. Can I just quickly find out what everyone else is planning to do? Caroline, what are you doing?
Sorry, I'm trying to pick up where we are because I wasn't here last session.
Okay, so train was you could have watched the video. Train was derailed. So the players, everyone else met a very suspicious man in a very nice grey suit, who came and found them, mentioning that he'd heard they were looking for ways and means to handle the thing that was living in the tree. So how to help?
Pretty sure he's the devil.
Yeah, there's some doubts about his niceness. He directed you due west, and he said he had a way. He said he knew where something was that could help you. You just needed to do him a little favor, which was clear the line.
Right.
And then you were sent west to this train line, which you encountered. You found that there was a train stuck in a hole in the ground with tentacles writhing around it. There's this kind of vines and roots.
Right, yeah.
Pulling it down into the ground. There's a woman there called Elmira who was traveling on the train and seems to be protected by the green.
Okay.
Is what you were able to work out. There's something stalking towards you, and it's like a Mermation, but in human form.
Oh.
So it's all these black flying things, but holding this giant sort of humanoid form, and it's a giant moving towards you. And then you found out the kids who tried to steal the ring. Some of the kids were down in the hole with the train conductor, who you rescued. I think, who was the shapeshifter? Floyd. Floyd jumped down and did a whole bunch of stuff. Then you realized one of the kids had gotten out of the hole and had run into the cave system. You followed them into the cave system, the cave system is a natural cave that happens to be big enough for a tunnel for the train to come through. So the train had come through the cave, and then once on the other side had fallen into this hole and been collapsed. And you found out from the kids that they were hired by Mr. Stokely to recover a ring that was in a box. The kids who you rescued from the train did not have the box, but said that the other kid who ran into the cave system did have it. And then you've gone in and you've discovered the kid bailed up in a cave with giant red glowing dog things bailing him up, 3 of them with 2 pups behind them. And that is where we're at.
Okay.
So while you think about all of that, I'll go to someone else. Floyd, what are you doing?
Okay, so yeah, I'm thinking my assumption is that the dogs are actually not... Oh, well, okay, I don't know much about them, I'll admit, but maybe they're not inherently aggressive and they're actually just protecting the pups that are there. So I want to try and, while Rob slips them away, I want to try and just kind of maintain their attention, if I can.
Okay.
Could I use Induce Fear? Actually, yes, I can. I do have XP for it. I'm going to use Induce Fear.
Oh, okay. All right.
Which means that it costs an XP to use. All of my attackers have all of their actions against me, including defense, hindered for 2 rounds.
Okay, and it's just a straight up cost. It's an enabler. You don't have to roll.
It's just 1 XP. Yeah.
But is it? Sorry, what's it called again?
Induce fear.
Induce fear. It's here. Oh, it's an intrusion.
Mm.
All their actions against you include are hindered for 2 rounds. Yeah, fair enough. Okay, so spend the XP.
Yep. And then also just kind of like try and stand in between the kid and the dogs, I suppose.
Right. So you basically. So how does it work? What do you do to induce fear? Noting your various abilities.
Noting my various abilities. Yes. I think Floyd, not fully transforming, but kind of like taking on a bit of the visage of like a large like kind of brown bear or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, and kind of just interposing himself between them and letting out a roar.
Okay, so you basically step in and some sort of in the shadow. There's kind of the presence of a giant brown bear or something.
Mm.
Okay. All right, then you growl down upon them. Okay, cool.
Yep.
So Floyd has spent the XP, so they will all suffer a hindered if they try and attack you. Clementine, what are you doing?
I'm wondering about using Influence Swarm. Is it the same kind of creature every time that I have to use, or can I call on different creatures, but it's just got to be one type at that time?
I'm pretty sure that it's you master one type of small creature. No, it's just one type.
So because I called Currawongs the first time, that's what I've got?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Magpies and birds.
Okay, I don't think that will be very useful here. I think I'm just going to wait and see what happens, and I'm going to be preparing to use Nearby Presence if I think it's needed.
Okay. What does that do? Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Yep. Got it.
Magical entity.
Dickie Weber. Have we lost Brandon again? Hello, Brandon.
I think he's frozen.
Brandon, is he frozen?
He does.
Am I frozen?
Oh, there you are.
There you go.
Oh, you moved.
Oh, excellent. Oh, weird. What was Clarence doing?
So Clarence has a plan.
Clarence, what were you doing?
He's
Clarence is on mute.
My plan is to nimbly get over to the boy and then use my blending into shadows sort of technique to get him and me out of there.
Okay, well then, if that's the case, I guess I'll just stand in the back and just hold my rifle. And I'll pass turn.
All right.
I think people are kind of waiting to see what happens with my...
Be ready to shoot if you want.
Yeah. Okay.
And then finally, certainly not last, Caroline, what are you doing?
I am going to be. I'm gonna stand back for now from this combat. But I am going to draw my gun just in case.
Okay. All right. So
they're calling it a combat now. I haven't even rolled a dice to fail.
All right.
Please,
I'm
what did
sorry. Well, I'm keeping my distance from the dogs.
So the way it works is you're flitting there, Clarence, and then at the same time, Floyd sort of just steps straight in there and just sort of roars in this giant bear-like form and induces fear. All the hounds sort of lean back a bit from you. Can I get you to make a... Oh, it's just... Yeah, actually, I can set the difficulty because it's hindered. So I've set the difficulty. Do you want to just make a speed roll for me to sort of travel there without... no problems. All right, so you easily succeed, partially because Floyd is making it easy for you to succeed. So yes,
Excellent.
You jump through. So spend the point of speed, I think it is, that you're using for your fleet of foot.
Mhm.
And then you are there. The boy grabs you. Oh, Mister, don't leave me with the weird dogs. Grabs
all right.
you with both hands.
All right, good. Let's just get out of here, kid, and we'll have a chat afterwards.
Okay, so the dogs are cowering away from you. Can I get a might roll from you, Floyd, as you intimidate them? I assume what you're actually trying to do is in effect scare them back.
Just a scene this
yes,
action.
yeah.
So this is kind of for you to... So the might roll is you sort of with your big physical presence, sort of leering over them and pushing them back. So can I get a might roll, please?
Sure.
Oh, no.
That's not 20.
And it's a major effect.
Major effect.
It's a major effect.
Which means probably not a lot in this particular case. Actually, what it means is they take one look at you, two of them run back and grab the pups by the necks, and then they all bolt past all of you and out of the corridor and down through the cave. So you're all sort of getting ready, and they sort of grab the pups, and then they all run away as Floyd just goes, "Rrr!" and they all go, "Fuck, that's scary," and then they all get off.
Boat out of there.
Actually, maybe they don't even
Right.
run past you. No, they don't. They run at the wall. All five of them run at the wall, and you see them hit the wall, and it's like soot sprites. Like the soot sort of flies off their bodies when they hit the wall, and then you see them sort of burn their way into the wall and disappear through these molten sort of running tunnels that they've left behind.
Oh.
And the tunnels are really small. They're not anywhere near as big as the dog. They're this big. So the whole dog body sort of hit the wall and sort of collapsed into the wall, and whatever is in the middle inside the dogs flowed through into the wall, leaving them behind, leaving everything else behind. So Clarence, before you get to use your 2 intellect points for your shadow step, the dogs are gone.
Excellent. Oh,
The kid's like, keep me away from him, sir.
yeah. You know they're not.
He's-
You know that bears aren't indigenous to Tasmania, don't you? Just like crocodile.
Floyd's Floyd's not limited in that way. He's not
No.
native.
I'm pretty sure he's probably the person that started up the legends of the Black Panther. Like
Yeah.
Black Panther in the wild.
That famous wild Australian panther.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah,
of course. Yeah.
Mind you, if you've seen the pictures of the house cats that have gone feral in Northern Territory, the panther's not unbelievable. I'm just saying. They're pretty big. Pretty big. All right.
All right. Cool. Well, we'll get the kid out of there, and we'll head out to sunlight, I suppose.
Yeah.
I'll just casually take the box whilst we're handling the kid out, talking to him.
He doesn't have the box.
Why?
He doesn't have it. He doesn't have it. He's grabbed you by both hands, and you're searching around in the room, and he's like, Actually, you know what? It's probably not worth it.
He was
but-
holding the
all right,
box.
it's
Really
on the
late.
ground. It's on the
Okay.
ground. It's on the ground.
All right. Let's get the box.
He's dropped it while he's, grabbed you by both arms and is now high. He's now standing with your body between him and Floyd.
Yeah, fair enough.
All right. So you get the box.
Anyway, it makes him easy to manage getting him out of the chasm and out of the caves and things. He's going looking at Floyd all the time.
And so inside the box is a single ring. Is a ring. Let me just get the description. A matte black ring carved from burnt bone.
Well, I've got a positive feeling about this ring.
Yeah, it sounds really lovely, actually. I quite like that.
Clam, what's that?
So you've got
Okay.
so the ring is in the box. It's in a little, soft velvety kind of container. But yeah, at the same time, can I I don't think Clarence has any particular sense. You're not.
No,
oh,
this is
hold on,
why I've
what's-
called over to my wife, Clem.
Yeah, Clem.
Ryan's
She's
gonna
ignoring
have a
me.
look at it.
She's ignoring me. I don't know what's
I
going
know.
through her head.
Oh, that's right. Clarence, Caroline.
I think
Oh, yeah.
Caroline
Okay.
and Clementine.
Caroline and Clem both have understand magic as skills.
Yeah.
Right, Clementine, you're called over. Can I get now? What's your particular thing? Let's have a look. Oh, don't know why that works. Sudden vision. Oh no, that's an XP thing. He's forgetting fire.
Yeah.
All right. Can I get a understand magic roll, please?
Heck yeah. Yes, you can. Right. Oh, I meant to. What did I was supposed to do something else. But anyway,
All right.
was it supposed
so
to still be at difficulty 2?
it doesn't matter. The first one was the success, so 14 is enough because that's a 12.
Yeah.
And you are trained, so yes, you do find it
Yeah.
easier. There's so first of all, this is clearly what you were sent here to find. This has got binding magic on it. So the ring itself is some sort of binding artifact or item.
Right.
So it might allow you to bind something in
Yeah.
place. Which, after all,
Cool.
is what you were looking for.
Yes.
Check something about the old bad guy here. Oh no, yeah.
This
okay,
was-
okay.
Mr. Stokely, was it? Mr. Stokely. That's the name
Mr.
of the man.
Mr. Stokely's the man in town, not the guy who sent you.
No.
He's the guy that sent the
The
boys.
children.
Yeah, so
children.
what does Mr. Stokely want with this?
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
I think Mr. Stokely's going to be disappointed.
Mm.
I'm still not particularly keen on using this because I think it's actually. It could be that it's I don't want to force a creature against your will. And I
Yeah.
think this probably could.
Oh, sorry. Hold on.
Ah,
There you go. That's what
yes,
it
that looks so
like.
pleasant and lovely.
Yeah,
Lovely.
Hmm.
Okay, cool.
Can you
So,
move
yes.
it closer so you can read the small box next to it?
Nah, but nice, but nice try. So there's a. I mean, it doesn't feel evil, if that's sort of important. Like the ring itself. So the ring itself is a binding ring. It's a very powerful item. Like, so you guys have ciphers. There's also something in the
Yes.
game called artifacts. Artifacts are much more powerful and permanent in effect until they exhaust, and they do exhaust. They exhaust. They all have a sort of a role called come due, and so different artifacts, you have to roll a number. If you roll a number on a particular die type, they'll cease to work. Yeah, so you just need to do some research with the ring.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so you're in the cave system.
All right.
You need to climb. You can clamber your way out reasonably readily. You've got the kid in tow, I assume. You've got the ring. You come out, and you come out to this conflict playing out now. So the black sort of murmuring, the mermation in the humanoid form is now sort of swooping down at the green tentacles which were reaching up towards it, and you can see that they're attacking each other.
I'm just going to take a moment. In fact, I'm taking an action to recover some of my my stuff.
Okay, so
And
make a
I'll-
d6 plus 1 roll, please.
Five.
That's good.
Yeah.
Nice. All right. Cool.
All right. So you can recover some of your pool. I don't know if anyone else wants to do that. I think Caroline.
I was the only one that had an action one. Everybody else had 10 minutes or something. Memory.
Ah,
Now,
okay.
I can't remember where the thingy is that's got like the click boxes
In
the
combat.
combat. Oh yeah, I've got to do like a 10-minute rest.
Yeah, because I didn't do one when everybody else did one, so I'm doing mine now.
And someone's
Anyway.
got 2 of them. Who's got 2 10-minute?
I've
who's
got 2 action rests.
That's right. It's one of
Yes.
your particular traits. All right.
Thank
So,
you.
All right.
I'm going to
watching
use my
this
action
game-
rest.
Wow.
Congrats.
Liam?
now,
fucking
now that you've
epic.
come out, both. Now, I reckon. Dickie Weber.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure you cannot escape the darkness, Dickie Weber.
Oh no, I can't. It's part of my abilities. I can't escape the darkness.
That's right. Which means the darkness talks to you, doesn't it, Dickie?
I don't understand some of his abilities. He's got one thing called Ribbons of Darkness, and it just turns
Yep.
monsters in my head into ribbons that float around me.
Yep.
Like,
Oh, wow. Get you like a Sailor Moon outfit and it's all go.
Yeah.
for the next
And you-
minute, darkness condenses within an area within long range that is no bigger than an immediate distance in diameter, manifesting as swirling ribbons. All tasks attempted by creatures in the area are hindered, and leaving the area requires the creature's entire action to move. You can dismiss the darkness as an early action.
Okay. So note the
Hmm.
important point is the darkness condenses.
Okay.
So the mermation is all of this shadow, all separated into these little blobs, attacking the tentacles.
So you can
Okay.
solidify it into one thing
Oh,
to
okay.
make it manageable.
You could try. It's not
Well,
it's
I'll
not going to be an automatic success because the creature has opinions. But
Oh, that makes sense. Well, I'll try it. Sure. Okay.
all right, so it's 2 intellect points to do it.
Okay.
Now, I just need to look up what its rating is. Yeah. Look. All right. Okay, so what are the rest of you doing? So, are you going to explain what you're going to do to everyone else, Richard?
So hold on, I'm having a hard time visualizing this ability. So like kind of paint the picture of what's going on right now with the entity.
So explicitly what's happening is you've got the green rising up from the ground, all these kind of tentacles, sort of the green. So these living root systems and vines. Then what you've got going on is the memation is actually, like, it looks like bats or birds, but on closer inspection, and you certainly can tell, that it's actually shadow. It's not actually real birds and bats. It's like one entity in the form of this shadow form. The way your ability works is you can basically pull all the shadow in the nearby vicinity into these kind of writhing ribbons of darkness, which you can then control to wrap around people's limbs and stop them from moving. So basically you can create shadow tentacles out of nearby shadow. You pull all the shadow in and it becomes these writhing ribbons of shadow. So one option you've got is there's this thing made of shadow that you can pull down into a more, to closer and possibly even control, because you can do some level of control on what happens when you create these ribbons. So you can actually pull, and it's actually shadow, but it will resist. It has the ability to resist you.
Okay.
And what do we know about this ring again? That it binds, but we don't know exactly how it works.
It binds. Well, do you want to make? Can I get the two people with trained understanding of magic to make a roll?
Sure.
Okay. Now I need to do which one? Alt click. Okay, alt click that one.
Yes, if you alt click, you can put extra intellect pool in and
Effort,
all those
something.
things.
Just effort to ease task 2 levels. Okay.
No. Okay, what about you there, Caroline? No.
No.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. It'll need
Go
more
for it.
research.
I've never seen anything like this before.
Yeah.
You've never really seen Dick use his abilities before either, so you're basically going,
yeah.
so hold on, explain to me again what you can do.
Yeah.
I can I'm gonna squeeze this is it the entity in the sky? It still kind of looks humanoid? Is that
It's kind of
Almost.
now turning into a blob that's kind of writhing around the root system, and the root system is writhing into the blob. They're all sort of a mess of green and black, but you can feel the shadow. Like, you actually can feel the shadow.
I can feel and bend it off the root system.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll try and condense it into a sphere, I guess. And
Okay.
I don't know where to put it.
It's 2 points of intellect to do it. It's a difficulty 5 thing. So you may want to put effort into it.
How do I put effort into it?
So roll an intellect roll.
By clicking the
little
dice.
but alt click.
Alt click? Hold on.
Yeah.
Let me try that. Was that like right click it? Okay. Alright, so now what? It popped up with a new menu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then put effort. effort to ease the task. And then what happens with these levels? Does that mean I spend an extra point of intellect to raise it up on?
Yes. So it'll cost you more than 1 point. It'll cost you 3. So you're going to be feeling it. So
Minus
if you
3.
Yeah. But I mean, none of you have been injured yet, so what's nothing to worry about here.
See what happens. You said I can roll to recover some stats too?
Yes, but you need 10 minutes rest to do that.
Too many levels of effort, not enough intellect points. I should have 4. But wait. I changed it before I spent it. So I was at 6 intellect.
Yeah.
And I think maybe I have to click the dice before I manually change it. Will it detract it automatically when I do it this way? Intellect?
It should. Yeah, it should. Yep.
Alright,
fine.
so let me try. Alright, effort to ease task. 3 levels. Yeah, it's not letting me.
No, you won't be able to put 3 levels into it. You've probably got 1 or 2 levels, depending on what you how you increased your character last time, like leveled it up.
He's got effort 2, but his limitation is he's got almost no intellect. Okay,
Yeah.
so if you go in here,
So I rolled with 2 effort. Level 2 effort.
Yes,
Does
that looks
fail?
like it worked. Yeah, that looks right. Yep.
Oh, it did. Yeah, it worked. It's subtracted, so I have 1 intellect.
Yeah, but now take the 2 points off for trying to use the shadow. You tried to use the shadow thing on top of that, though. So your ability takes 2 additional intellect off, which means you are ticking. You're no longer hale. You're impaired.
You're mentally challenged now.
Because your intellect goes to 0.
Yeah, I'm gonna help. I'm gonna help, guys. I'm gonna condense it into.
So there you go. You are now our first actually injured person.
I like trains.
That's right. Okay. So you're impaired. You've exhausted all your intellect. You've tried to condense the shadow form into it, and it's kind of worked in that it. Now I'm going to offer you an intrusion, Dick.
Ooh.
All right. What's my intrusion?
For 1 action, you're under the GM's control as the shadow takes you over.
And then I get. What do I get out of that? I get XP.
You get an XP, and you get to give an XP to someone else. If you see in the chat window there, you've now got the accept intrusion option.
Oh, I do, don't I? Hold on, okay. I think I'm gonna. Where's that? Yeah, I think I'm gonna probably refuse.
Oh, that cost you my XP, but all right. Okay, so the shadow tries to sort of. You try and control the shadow. It tries to control you. Neither of you succeed. It's situation normal, but you're exhausted by this experience, right? You're mentally completely drained, and you're down to your. And then you sort of drop to the ground on your knees, shattered and exhausted. All right, so you guys all see Dickie sort of reach out, and he pulls the shadow, and it sort of starts condensing, and then it. In that kind of scene, for those of us who watch Doctor Who and bother, there's a scene where Clara gets, spoilers alert, Clara dies. Clara gets all these ravens that fly through her body and then come out the other side. And it looks exactly like that. So all of this shadow sort of suddenly lances out from this ball that he was trying to create. And it's like watching all of these ravens fly through his body and out the other side. And he's like flung up and he's like, ah! And then they all sort of start whirling around him, and then he goes, no! And then he shatters them away, and all the birds sort of flitter away, but he looks completely exhausted as a result. All right, Floyd, what would you like to do now?
What the fuck just happened?
Right.
Rick and Morty skit. He just does nothing, and I collapse mentally.
So, Floyd, what are you doing?
I'm really not sure.
You don't have to do anything right now. We can.
Yeah, it might come back to me. Yeah, yeah.
All right. Someone else. Anyone else want to volunteer an action?
Well, now that we're outside their caves, I'm going to call a swarm of Kurrawong to help fight off the shadow.
Okay, that sounds legit. What does that? What does that look like?
Spend 1 intellect point for a start.
Yep.
And I'm going to do try to. Oh, how did that work? Nope. 8. Try to imitate a Kurrawong call to call them to me.
Okay.
So,
all right.
They respond to you in number. The creatures within short range will not harm you or those you designate as allies for 1 hour. So I'm just going to call them down and point them to the shadow to help disperse it.
To disperse it. Can I get a... So, commanding them is still an intellect, so you want to sort of... So you're using the Kurrawongs as a weapon? In effect?
Yeah.
Clementine... they respond to your numbers. Your creatures within short range will not harm you. Action to initiate. Yeah, okay, cool. Alright, so... Make a intellect roll against the creature, please. Please note once again its difficulty number is 5.
Okay. I think this will be the last time I can do this, so hopefully it'll work. I should take it down to 3. Okay. 7.
Wow.
Son of a bitch.
Alright, so that's happening, but it's not having the impact you were hoping for. Clarence, Caroline, and Floyd, what are you guys doing?
So you said it's in humanoid form.
Well, not at the moment. It's kind of in a mass sort of form.
Right.
Like a flock. So there's now 3.
Right.
There's now 2 flocks.
Okay.
There's a flock of Kurrawongs who are our friends, and then there's this shadow flock that not our friend.
Alright. Okay. Yeah,
Don't forget, by the way, you've got the ability to talk to spirits.
Yes, that's true. Wait, yeah, this is a spirit. This has spirit.
Certainly
kind of.
doesn't look like it's not a spirit. Like, the
Yeah.
chances that it's a spirit are reasonably high.
I'm attributed to
Okay.
spirit.
I'm just reading through how the talking to spirits things works.
So I'm going to give you a pass on the needing to have, like, the elements and other things, because it's literally right in front of you in
It's
manifest
right in front
form.
of me. Yeah. You know, don't really need to call it. It's already here.
Yeah.
It's manifest.
And you've got full intellect.
I do. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm going to question the spirits, and the spirits I'm going to question is that one right there, please.
Okay. Yep,
yeah.
so 2 intellect.
Okay, so 2 intellect points.
Okay, so you basically... So what does it look like when you do this to the shadows?
So when I do this, it looks like you can see almost like the shadows forms of other people kind of slightly split from Caroline. They're not quite there. They're like very blurry, faded out old paintings almost, like superimposed onto her for a second as she calls out to this spirit. And as she does it, her voice like sounds layered. And she calls out to the spirit to come answer my questions.
Okay. Well, that's pretty simple. So a portion of the shadow sort of pulls away from all of this conflict and forms up in front of you. And actually, maybe what it does is, so with what you've done, your shadow kind of lifts itself off the ground.
Nice.
So it feeds into your shadow. So you see this long sort of running ant line of little drips of shadow, like little blobs of shadow, sort of all running along the ground, and they all run into your shadow, and then your shadow sort of lifts itself up and is facing you, and looking at you in the face, and it's just this, like it's your grey form. Yes, you have summoned little witch.
Why are you following us?
I am not following you. You came to me. I have been here forever. I have lived in the dark, and then came these men with their iron and their steel and their flame and their smoke, and we were happy. Because on them we could smell ourselves, those like myself. We could feel them. But then, this thing of green dare travel through me like I am some simple gateway, some simple tunnel. This will not do. It has no right to pass through me. I gave it no sanction. It had no treaty to pass, and so it will be punished.
Okay. Cool. Yep. Cool. Is there some way that we can appease this?
Appease? You can demand that it pay tithe? Now, you do have the option, if you want, to spend another 2 intellect points and summon the Spirit of the Green, which once again is also right in front of you.
Yeah. You know what? Yeah, I've got plenty to burn. Let's do it.
All right.
Yeah.
Caroline is mediating.
By the way, the
spirit
rest of you can all hear this. It's speaking in actual words.
Okay. Right.
She's
right.
bringing them. So Caroline is pulling these spirits up. So your shadow is now talking to you, and then writhing out of the sort of ground in these kind of whirling set of roots and vines and plants is this kind of, sort of this writhing mass of vine and tentacle and thing, and out of its, it's speaking as well. It goes, "Greetings." No, that's not a good voice for this. What would be a better voice for this?
I don't know, it's pretty hard to imitate the rustling of tree leaves.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hi.
Hello, spirit of the green. I can typically ask 3 questions, so I'm trying to think very hard about the questions I can ask.
Why have you called us? Yes, tell it why it is called, you snivelling thing of green.
All right, so diplomacy is good. Spirit of Green, why do you fight with the shadow?
We have sworn protection upon the traveler.
Yeah, that's
And
right.
all the leaves and things point out towards Emmeline.
Mm.
And she was attacked by this thing. And so we struck at it to protect her. We honor our promise to keep her safe while she seeks her brother.
Okay.
That's cool.
Yep.
Cool.
All right. So Emmeline passed through the cave without the permission or without paying tithes to the shadow spirit. And so the shadow spirit has attacked her, and then the spirit of the green has protected her. Have I understood that right?
Well, it depends. Do you want to use your puzzle ability?
Yes, I certainly do want to do that. Yes. Except I'm really stupid right now, so I'm just going to try my best.
It's
Puzzle
an
solving.
ability, isn't it? Is it just is it one of these? I have to give you I have to explain what's going on. Oh no, you're just trained in puzzle. Oh no, puzzle solving. You're just trained in puzzle solving. You're actually trained, so you can make an intellect roll, and you're trained. I'll lower the difficulty. There you go.
All right.
Yes.
So is it base difficulty 3?
Yes, it's difficulty 3.
Okay.
So we're trained. It'll be difficulty 2.
Oh my god! Now I can roll something.
There you go. All right. So not quite. Almost. It's not Emmeline. It's the green spirit that's traveling with her that has caused the offense.
Correct.
Right,
That's
because
what he
the
said
green
earlier.
spirit's attached to Emmeline, and so when she went through, the green spirit was with her, and the green spirit isn't allowed through without asking permission.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So really, this is all just a big misunderstanding.
Yeah.
And I'm not the person to talk through this because guess what? I'm awkward. It's an inability I have.
Yeah. I'm the opposite of awkward.
Yes,
True.
Notice.
Glad you're being a mediator.
Yeah. I'm trained in all tasks relating to pleasant social interaction and discerning the dispositions of others.
And you're also trained in persuasion, I think.
Yes, I am. That's
Yeah.
empathy, and then I'm also trained in persuasion. Oh, and I have fast talk. That's not useful right now, really, but.
By the way, I'm
Become
kind of
useful
tending
quite
to
quickly.
Dick a little bit as well.
Right, yeah, Dick's taking while all this is happening, Dick can take a rest. Dick can recover.
Loud trains.
All right, Dick, so you're
Thanks, Clarence. Mr. Beaver.
Here, drink this. Drink this tea.
Oh, this is delicious.
it'll make you feel better. Healing 155. I'll just see if you get your condition back the moment you get points back.
Just dropped by to see what condition my condition was in.
You can administer aid. Right, okay. So the way you administer healing, Clarence, is you determine how many points of healing you want to give him, and that becomes the difficulty number.
Oh, okay.
Now, if you actually have tea, and other such things, I'll give you it as an asset, which will mean you've got one level of assistance.
Well, I don't
From
actually
the
have
asset.
tea, but I was actually hoping that the soothing of the violin would actually help him.
Oh, okay, that'll work as well.
'Cause-
That'll work as well. Yep.
Oh, nice.
So,
Right. Well, I've just rolled something, but okay. All right. Well, how about I give him back 4, which means that
Yep.
my target's going to be 12. Is that right?
I will make the difficulty 4 for you. There you go.
All right. And I want to do the alt thing. I want to add an asset. 1. And here we go. Success.
Just right on the dot.
Oh, wow. Thanks, Rob.
No
Oh,
Oh,
worries.
no, you're trained in perform, so you had a bonus.
Thanks,
to-
Clarence.
Absolutely.
So,
we'll-
so you've
we'll
got
have
4
some-
points of intellect back.
Excellent.
By the
I
way, it's
did
your
give it-
choice.
The song's
Clarence.
linked to a railroad song, all those things to inspire Dick.
Nice. All right. So in the background, Clarence is tending to Dick, and Dick feels better. 4 points better. Which I think
Excellent.
means also you're no longer injured, but I will need to look up. I'm not too stressed about it at the moment. Oh, actually, no. Actually, I will check because if you try and do other things, it has a negative impact. All right. So, what about the rest of you while I look this up? Anyone else doing anything? I mean, or are you all
No,
trusting in
definitely trusting in Caroline.
Caroline?
There's
It's
literally
okay.
nothing we can do to influence the spirit. It's really up to Carolyn and trying to at least get the rest of the team up and running.
Okay, so Caroline, what do you want to do then? Since everyone else is like,
Everyone's like, you got this.
exactly.
Yeah.
You got this, man.
Uh,
Do I? Yeah, you got it, man.
I would
I
like
believe
to
in you.
turn to the shadow spirit and ask, what tithe would you ask in return for safe passage for this spirit?
Recovering after losing a spinning point. Sorry, just give me 1 second. I will answer your question.
Mhm.
Automatically moves you up 1 step in the damage track. Yeah, you're complete. You're better. You can remove your injured status there, Dick.
Oh, okay.
And
Nice.
go into the
Where's
combat tab. It's there. It's the drop down. It's currently not hail. You can move it back to hail.
Oh, okay.
All right. So, we will. What would? Wow. Not had anything green move through my caves before. Not given it a thought.
Just take it 1 step at a time then. Oh.
Yes. Yes, I know. I know what I want. I know what is worthy. I know what is fair. It's gotta give me the woman. Just for a day. You understand? I'll give her back at the end.
Mm,
I will. I could ride. I could inhabit her shadow, make her do things for a whole day.
That doesn't sound good.
Okay,
Let's
cool.
head to the number 2 position.
Good to know. Thanks for that.
Well, the green rides her. It lives in her presence. And she's looking for someone. I could help. I'm very helpful. Or we could share. Like,
Oh,
the green does something for her, and then I get to do something for her.
All right. Thank you for your answer. Yeah, I don't know about that one. And Spirit of the Green, I don't really want you to accept that proposal. Spirit of the Green, I'm thinking, isn't... Oh, that's a good question. Actually, do you think is the Shadow Spirit hostile to me right now? That's a good
Not
question.
particularly. Not particularly.
Yeah. Because if a creature...
By the way, everyone, I will just remind you, and it may not help you, and it may. You all have ciphers, most of which you have not used. So it might be worth going and having a quick read of what ciphers you're carrying. It was all a bit random when I gave them to you, so there might be something in there that can help you. I'm just making that.
Oh yeah, so it's under equipment, isn't it?
It is. And
Yep.
everyone has at least 2, and some of you have 3.
And just to double check, so the woman is trying to get through the caves and out the other side, right?
Yeah, she was going through the
Emmeline.
tunnel.
Yeah.
she's just trying to pass through the tunnel. What's on the other side of the tunnel?
Well, she has passed through the tunnel. She's already come through, and there's a little town on this side of the tunnel that's where the trains come to.
And then
Right.
the black thing made a
So-
hole. Everything fell into the hole. The tentacles protected the green.
Yeah. Question: have I been to this town? This is the town that she's going to?
Yes.
No. Oh,
No, you guys have. It's just over the.
yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
reasonably nearby.
Okay. Okay, cool. I might have a solution, at least for the immediate problem. Yeah. So, before I ask any more questions, looking around me right now, are there any, like, big rocks or a really wide trunked tree?
Yep.
Just need, like, a...
Absolutely.
Yeah. Awesome. Okay.
Like a number of you are carrying. By the way, I've had a quick squeeze. A number of you are carrying ciphers that would definitively cause this thing harm.
Yeah.
A number of you.
Yeah.
So I think I could do either intellect damage.
Well, it's
I don't
all
know if I-
damage. In
Yeah.
creatures, it's all damage. So there are some. The type of damage might mean they have a higher resistance, but they won't in this case. But yeah, you can do it damage. Also, you can actually just tear it apart. You have the ability to fight it. Like, creatures are not invulnerable in that way in the game. And you are magical. You're actually all, to some extent, magical beings in your own right. So it's not that kind of world where you can't cause harm. There are probably some things that are very difficult to harm. I mean, this thing is actually harder than some, but yeah, I'm just making the point. You're not powerless in this. Like, it's not like you all, oh, we can't fight the spirit being. You guys are absolutely capable of just throwing down with it. But I did answer your question, Caroline, about the tree trunk.
Yes, cool. Good stuff. Alright, so Emmeline is here. I'd like to look at the green spirit and ask, can I have your name?
Why?
Good question.
So that I may consider you an ally of me and my friends.
But why? You are asking for my name.
A name or what you should be called.
Okay. I am simply known as Gravilia. There you go.
Gravilia. Okay. It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Gravilia. So I'd like to pull from my bag a little trinket, which is what time of day is it right now, actually? Is it like
late afternoon, early
late
evening?
afternoon? Perfect. Awesome. I am going to walk over to that nearby tree.
Yep.
And I am going to, you know what? No, I'm going to use the other one. So I'm going to pull out a piece of, it looks like a piece of chalk. I'm going to walk over to the large tree trunk. And I'm going to start drawing on it. I'm just going to draw a big rectangle shape.
Okay.
On this door.
So the spirits are standing there.
Yeah, the spirits are standing here, and I'm just going to walk over here real quick and just draw a rectangle. And I'm thinking about the town as I do it. This town. Across a mountain. And once I finish drawing my large rectangle on this tree, I step back and there is now a door in this tree.
Okay.
And I'd like to say thank you for answering my questions, Gravilia. I would be happy if you and Emmeline could continue on your journey towards the town. You will find it this way.
Okay, so, all right. So at that point, you say that. The green... Make a persuasion roll for me, please.
Sure. Okay, persuasion.
So that's still an intellect test.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you are trained.
I am. It's
And the difficulty is going to be 3. There you go.
3.
So
okay, okay. Difficulty is 3. Okay. I am going to spend. How do you do it again? Where is it?
Are you spending effort?
Yeah, I'm spending an effort. Here we go. Effort
just
to ease
doing
task. 1.
Yeah.
There we go.
Mm-hmm.
Roll.
Okay,
success. So, yeah.
So the spirit the green spirit, Gravilia says, okay, excellent witch. And with sort of this sudden movement, flings its tentacles out from its body, grabs Emmeline, and races towards the door. The shadow being, however, is frickin' pissed and screams in rage and tries to block. Okay, so it's a speed test for initiative. So can I get people to make speed tests, please? And if you have initiative as a trained skill, which some of you do, you should roll that.
Yes.
Oh, okay, we're all doing speed tests. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
All right. So, the difficulty's too low, but anyway, I'll worry about that later. Okay, so Clarence and Dick are the only
I
two.
still rolled twice. Yeah.
No. You
Yeah,
might have,
Dick-
but the first one was the success. Was the
Yeah.
success I'm counting,
Yeah.
so that's fine. Okay, so
Okay,
Dick
good.
first, Clarence second, Shadow Spirit
Clementine
third.
hasn't rolled yet.
Oh, Clementine, roll.
Sorry, I was
Yes.
just on the loop. What do I
Speed.
roll for initiative? Speed.
Speed if you don't have it as a trained skill.
I do not, so let's have that. 2.
No, you are going last. Okay, so Richard first, Clarence second, Shadow Spirit third, then Floyd, then Clementine. And where's Caroline? What did you get, Caroline?
2.
2. Wow. Okay. No, you got 6 actually. But anyway, it doesn't matter. Okay, cool. All right. So, Dick, what are you doing? The spirit's raging now and flinging itself towards Caroline and the nearby area.
So I'm supposed to. So they're trying to get into this door,
Yes.
and the spirit's trying to block them.
The spirit's trying to attack them, not block them. But yep.
Yeah.
Basically, okay. Well, but their goal is to get through the door, not the spirit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Now you might want to look at your ciphers. I'll just give you a hint.
Yeah, it's a I have one that's for witches. Is that a
Read it.
witch?
Read the description.
This piece of a bag from an old shopping bag that I can write on with a pencil, and then I tear it up. When I draw a picture of specifically what I want to cause damage to on that paper, I tear up, hoping to injure it. So what? It does a lot of damage, it looks like. But it says, draw a specific witch or a powerful spirit. Oh, okay. Well, I guess I could try and. That's true, huh? Is this a one-time use thing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But then you get more ciphers. The whole point of ciphers is you're meant to cycle through them very quickly. So
Oh,
this
really?
creature will
Oh.
have ciphers attached to it. You can find more ciphers. You just might not find exactly this one, but that doesn't matter.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
That's cool.
Well, I guess I'll just try that. So I'll draw a picture of this thing.
Yep.
And
And then tear it.
I'm like,
So
yeah.
roll
Yep.
a d6 plus 4.
like biting my
To see
tongue
what
as
that
I
is.
like draw this picture. So 1d6 plus 4. All right, let's do it. Just gonna type it out.
You can just use the dice rolling tool down the bottom.
Oh, I can. Oh, yeah, you're right. Roll. Oh, that's cool. Five. No, I got 9. I rolled a 5, then plus 4. Wow, I did almost max damage on that. So 9.
Yep.
Wow, okay. 9 damage. So I'm gonna look at this thing and draw this little stick figure of the spirit. I'm gonna tear it up.
Make it
Yeah. Say, remember me? I tried to squeeze you into a ball, and now, now I'm drawing this
Yeah.
crude picture of you.
9 points. Okay.
Leaving an
So,
impression.
okay. So
Just
you
picture-
shred. So you quickly scribble this picture and then shred it, and the shadow form is kind of hammered. Wow. Okay. It takes. Oh, armor doesn't count. That's right. Wow. Okay. It takes 9 points of damage. Yeah. Okay. So you see it go "Ugh," and shudder and fall away a bit, but it's still coming. Who was next? Who else
Me.
succeeded? Floyd? No, you. Clarence. What are you doing, Clarence?
Well, I've got my rifle in my hands. I pull
Okay.
out my dark splinter, the jagged piece of black hawthorn wood with sharp bristling spines, and bind it to the weapon and shoot the spirit.
Okay. And what does? Can you roll for the level of the hawthorn, please?
So it's 1d6 plus 2.
Yeah.
Roll. Wow, 3.
Okay. Well, 3 it is.
Yeah.
Yep. So
So
what
attach
does
the
Cypher
wood
do?
to a weapon for the next 10 minutes per cipher level. Successful attacks with that weapon also blind a seeing foe for 1 round, hindering their next action. So I don't know if it'll
Okay.
do anything.
Make
but
any
it's
difference?
worth-
But yep.
All right. I suppose I should shoot it. Hey.
Yes, you should. Now hold on. It's difficulty 5. So I've just upped it. There we go.
All right. Just going to find my riffle. There it is. Let's alt that. And I'm actually going to ease the task by 1 and take it off. I'm actually going to take it off my speed. And go. 14. Blam!
Hit. Okay, you do it 4 points of damage.
Nice.
So whilst the hawthorn, what's the name of the cipher?
The dark splinter.
Dark Splinter. Okay. Dark Splinter. Action. All right. You hit it. The spines kind of flicker out. No, it is unfortunately immune to being blinded.
Yeah. That's all right.
But you did do it damage. All right. So you guys can see it's already sort of starting to lose cohesion, and then it screams at the top of its voice and races out and slams into all of you in this kind of giant flock kind of movement. Everyone take 5 points of damage, please, against your
Wow.
Good question. What does it do damage to? Memation. Level 5. 5 points of might damage.
Oh, that's good.
Oh.
Took from that.
Okay. Cool.
All right. Next, Floyd.
Sorry, did you say that was 5 damage to might?
Yes.
Yes, cool. Yeah. Could I just take a swing at it? Probably.
You absolutely can. Yes.
Yeah. I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'll go for that then. Base difficulty of 5. I'm going to expend a bit of effort, I think, to try and reduce this.
Yep.
Let's go for that. Nope.
Oh!
Nope.
Not with a 4.
Not with a 4. No.
Not with a 4. All right. So Floyd misses. That then leaves us with Caroline, who also had a 6.
Yeah. As this thing Okay, I'm not going to go for a direct attack at it, but can I use my second cipher right now and just, real quick, I'm still next to this tree that I just drew that you know.
Yep.
So
Doors
I'm
appear.
gonna pull out my other trinket, which is a little 5-pointed star made out of twigs and yarn, and
Okay.
I'm going to hang it on the branch, on one of the branches of this tree that I can reach.
Okay. Yep.
And as I do, I'm going to say the names Clarence, Floyd, Clementine, Dick. What did we name it? The spirit, Gravilia.
Oh,
Gravilia.
Gravilia.
Yeah, Gravilia and
Norman.
Emmeline.
Okay. And what does that do?
And that means that for a number of rounds equal to the cipher level, so I need to roll 1d6 plus 1.
Yeah.
So let me just do that real quick. There we go. Ooh, 7.
7
There we
rounds.
go.
Yeah.
Nice. So for 7 rounds, all creatures in long range, other than my named allies, have all their tasks hindered.
Wow.
If they're wolf-like, they are hindered by 2 steps, but I don't think this is wolf-like.
No, it's not wolf-like, but it is hindered. Okay. Wow.
is hindered.
All right.
Yeah.
So you so you say that, and all right, so that's good to know. And then Clementine, last but certainly not least, what are you doing, Clementine?
Okay. I think I might try the Petrifier.
Oh yes.
So it's a piece of fulgurite that I snap in half, and say the name of a creature within short range. The creature takes intellect damage equal to the cipher level and can't take any actions other than to stand in fear for a number of rounds.
Make a roll the cipher level.
Okay. So, although, actually, maybe I should do the witch petition as well. It might be better to destroy it, because as soon as you attack it, it's going to break the spell. Okay. Sorry. I take that back. I'm going to do the witch petition just like what Floyd did. So that is 1d6 plus 4.
Okay.
Yeah. What is
Nice.
You rolled a 6?
plus 10?
10.
Nice.
Just reading. I'm just reading something. I don't know. I need to go on. I mean, it doesn't really matter for the purposes of this, but I don't actually know if you have to roll for ciphers to work.
It doesn't say so.
No, it doesn't say so at all. I agree. So I'm assuming not. I wonder if there's a...
And this one, it says the witch takes damage equal to the cipher level, ignores armor.
Yes. Agreed. So, look, for the purpose I ruled it, that's fine. So you do that, and you do it 10 points of damage, which is more than it has left. So you basically shatter it. So Emmeline and the green have sort of stepped through the doorway you've created, Caroline. The creature is is kind of shredded and shattered and flung aside, and you're all sort of standing there with it sort of destroyed now. Now they've fled. You've got the ring. You've got the engineer there as well. And you've got the 3 boys, but you don't have Emmeline anymore because she's run because you've teleported her away.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, I can just see you, Clementine, empowering her Currawongs to shred things. Very, very cool.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I still have my form
Well.
of Carolyn's around if I need them, so I'll hang around for a little while.
I think that went pretty well. Okay, so Emmeline and the green spirit has stepped through. Just to be safe, I'm just gonna like kind of smudge out the line that I drew, a bit of the line that I drew for the doors, and it just vanishes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So no one can follow through.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice. Nicely done.
So the question, the boys you can send on their way. The engineer is like looking at it. Now, because the green has disappeared, the train is somehow miraculously back on its tracks.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's convenient.
All aboard.
Actually, no, I don't think it is. Actually, no, it's kind of still off. It's still off the track, but the hole is closed. It's kind of derailed. So you've got the ring, you've got the engineer, and you've got a derailed train. They've just disappeared. You guys are all. Oh, everyone can take a rest. So everyone, feel free to take a rest. You might want one.
Yes.
You can have up to an hour as you sort of all recover. Some of you might have enough time to do 2 rests if you need to. If you have a 10-minute rest still available to you, you can use that and the hour-long rest.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Oh, wow. You guys are rolling
Showing
really
me
well.
what I've got.
Wow.
God damn.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Okay. My
Get all my
D6 is
mind
not
back,
working
I guess.
properly.
No, you rolled a 6, Jess.
Yeah, 7. Okay.
Yeah, so it's a total of 7.
I can put 7 on here then.
Yeah.
Ah, good.
All right. So the lowest was Floyd, who got a 5.
7.
Do you want to rate, Floyd? Do you need to rest for an extra?
Not really. I'm only missing 1 point off of speed now, and that's it.
Yeah, I'm gonna do another hour rest, but actually now I've already rested for 10 minutes, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, never mind that.
Oh no, you can rest for the hour. I was saying you can take the second rest.
No, I was just wondering about whether I should try to make the engineer forget what he's saying.
Oh, you can do that. Sure, go for it.
Yeah, but it only takes away the last 5 minutes. So.
Oh, okay, that may not help. Well,
Yeah.
That's not really helpful.
No. All right, so you've been resting. You've all sort of taking in tea. The engineers found the thermos. When you're all sort of sitting there, and then you hear this sound, and it's a squealing sort of sound, and yet somehow behind it or within it, there's the sound of a chugging, but it's definitively this noise. And then coming along the railway through the cave is one of those two, one of those little manual.
Oh, the little like,
yeah,
like little carts. Yeah.
Thing,
like Looney Tunes.
Yeah.
And there's a man in a grey suit on it.
That's disappointing.
Why, hello, everyone.
Oh.
How are you? I see you found your way to my little train. How has it been? Seems very quiet.
Mr. Stokey.
No, not Mr. Stokely. You've never met Mr. Stokely. This is Mr. Steamy.
Mr.
Steamy.
Oh. You said
Green.
something, didn't you? Because you told us about this days before it happened. You made this happen.
No, no. Look, I just said to you, you might want to head here, and you might find something of use, which I think it's fair to say you did. I mean,
Well, yeah.
you have a thing after all, don't you?
Yes.
And I have a small problem. I don't think our agreement is quite finalized. Well, you can see my problem, and he points at the train, which is not currently on the tracks.
Oh.
I guess we're all going to have to put our shoulders in here, aren't we?
Yes. Oh, well, I've still got my...
Fine.
No, I don't
Sorry.
need my swarm. It's gone now. I have to get another one.
Well, I mean, I don't know what you people think, but I've heard some of you can become quite strong. And I mean, you've got a railway man with you after all, a man of significant skill in this space. I'm sure he could give us a hand, perhaps give us some guidance. I don't know very much about engineering, you know.
On getting the track, you getting the train back on track?
Yes, sure you could think of something. And I mean, your big friend there points at Floyd. I mean, I understand he can be quite strong. I mean, what would be super helpful right now would be a draft horse. I'm just saying.
Yeah, you need more than probably one draft horse to get this back on track.
Oh, I'm
Probably
sure.
need like 30.
Well, I'm sure you could work something out. I mean, you're very skilled, aren't you? And I mean, I understand your big friend is very strong.
Does the train have like energy about it? Like, is it haunted? Like a haunted train? So like, does it have darkness on it? Is it like?
No. How are you? Do you have a specific sort of sensory ability, or are you just asking in general? Mind you, you do have a sense for railway, so you can make a railway roll for me if you like. On intellect.
What should I roll? On intellect? I'll just roll intellect.
You just let me. Just missed.
Okay.
No, that would that have made it? Yes, that would have made it because you're trained. You actually think you can get the train back on the tracks. So a lot of the engine is actually okay. You're going to need to, like, it just seems easier than it should. You're quite right in saying normally you would need like an entire engineering crew, but it seems somehow more amenable to getting on the track than it would normally be.
Does it, is all of it completely off the track, or is some of the train still on
No,
it?
some of it's on the track.
Okay. Well, I'm saying maybe if we could just pull back on the trains that's still attached to the track, it might upright and the train in the front, I don't know, to realign with the track. For some reason, I feel like it's possible, but it shouldn't. But I just have a gut feeling that if we just pull back here and maybe have some people in the front help lean it onto the track. I don't know. It's like I feel like it's like it's like thinking of a kid's toy or something like that. But for some reason, I have a strange feeling that it's possible. I say that out loud. Is there?
All right.
All right. So, you can. So, it's a difficulty 5 task, but others can assist. So Floyd can assist. If anyone can think of any other way they can assist, they're welcome to do so. You can have up to two bonuses from assets. So assistance counts as assets. So you can get 2 levels of assistance. And obviously you've got you're trained in railways. And then if you wanted to, you could spend, it's a might roll, and you could spend effort from your might. Matter of fact, I think if you add all that together, you could probably get to 0, which means you don't need to roll.
I didn't mean to do that.
Yeah, that's all right.
I wanted to put effort to my might.
So if you put 2 levels of effort to might, so you get 2 from the 2 levels of effort, you get 1 from being trained, you get 2. If 2 people assist you, you get 2 additional, which is 5, which means the difficulty number goes from 5 to 0, which means you don't roll, you get an automatic success.
Yes.
So if you can reduce that difficulty number to 0, you're automatically successful.
Awesome. The only thing I could do would be to summon the swarm of Currawongs again and get them to like help lift.
I was going to say, so you're going to tie strings to all the little Currawongs and have them flapping?
No, like get the claw onto.
Oh,
the
claws,
train,
right?
like,
Okay.
Yeah.
My idea was more fun, but sure, whatever. Little strings
But if
tied to the
anybody's got a
Currawongs.
better idea, we could do that.
I don't have a better idea, but I do have a better idea. Actually, I put my better idea on the table, which was, tie strings to the Currawongs.
Tie little strings to the Currawongs instead.
Yeah. We can do that too.
All right, so you're going to get all the Currawongs to try and lift up. Floyd, what are you doing to assist, if anything?
I could just I guess physically trying to help lift it.
Yep.
Yeah.
What's your might?
My might is 15.
Right. Okay. Cool. Okay, so yep. So you all pile in, so that drops it to. So the question is, Dick, are you burning 2 levels of effort?
Yeah, I'll do it. 2 levels of effort.
Yeah. So I'd be interested to see what happens if you do the alt click thing on might, on railroads.
On
and
railroads.
then you point on your railroad skill, and then if you put the pool as your might pool, and then you put the 2 levels of effort in, and you put 2 levels of assist in, I just want to know if it rolls at all. It does.
So I just clicked railways.
Yeah, but you didn't do the alt click so that you
Hold on, let me do the alt click on railways.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna do
so 2 levels of assets.
Oh, it's doing an intellect roll. That's right.
You can change it though. Just change it.
To my
to
might.
Yep.
Yeah. Success.
Okay, so yes, so you're able to get the train on and get it chugging away. So it's like, well, I think you're fine. That's our little arrangement finished up. I'm very satisfied. I hope you're very satisfied. Please don't hesitate to feel free to use the railway service to travel the far wilds of Tasmania, and perhaps petition for a railway of your own, coming all the way into town. Could be very helpful. By the way,
sure
Jason, we can hear you.
I'm sure it could.
All right, so final. Okay, so you so basically that's pretty much close to the end of the adventure. You can use the artifact to bind the Cinderling. it can do it. I've checked.
Oh wow.
You also all get 4 XP. So you get 1 XP for finding the ring. You get 1 XP for rescuing all 3 of the boys. You get 1 XP for freeing Rex, who was the engineer. And you get 1 XP for helping Elmira deal with the roots and the mermation, which you did. So
it's
everyone
4.
gets 4
Excellent.
XP.
Yeah.
So it's 5 XP to do something to level up your character.
No, it's 4. I'm pretty sure. 4.
I think it's 4.
That's 4.
It's 4.
Oh, okay. So I misremembered.
Yeah.
Mm.
162.
Yeah.
162 GM awards. Spending those XP. Oh, wow. You can actually buy things. Yeah, it's 4 XP to buy an advancement. But the key thing is you can buy a long-term benefit for 3 XP. So you can gain a contact. You can acquire a full-time place to live in a home. You can get a title, a job, or position in the community. You can acquire considerable wealth. That's cute. I like that.
That is.
And that costs you 3 XP. And don't forget, you've also got the XP that you already had from the intrusions.
Yes.
So
I've got 6 right now, so I'm definitely going to go something. What's the difference between getting effort and edge again? Because I remember edge
So
lets
edge
you like
reduces the cost of purchasing of your effort spend. So normally the first 3 points of spend, so it'll take 1 off or 2 off or 3 off, and that also counts for anything else that you spend. Actually, that's a good point. So if you're spending abilities that have a cost, it discounts against that as well. So that actually is an important point. So we probably should have remembered that, because I think certainly for you, Jess, when you were spending intellect on your abilities, you've got edge 1. So you could have reduced, although it's total of the total spend that you're making. So probably add it up in the end. All right. So yes, so that's what that does. If you buy an additional, you've already got 2 in effort, or have you got 1?
I haven't bought effort yet. No.
Okay. So that means you can buy an extra level of effort. So first tier characters can only buy 1. If you buy the extra level of effort, you can buy 2, and the second one only costs you 2 points, not 3.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, you know what? I'll go for the extra effort then. Yeah, let's get for +1 effort.
I've bumped up understand magic to specialized.
So you've taken the trained, you've taken the skill, you've ticked the skill box.
Yeah, ticked the skill box and up to my understand magic. Yeah, to specialized.
Okay, so that means it'll reduce by 2 levels. But specialized also means you have to choose a more specific, like it actually gets more specialized, if that makes sense.
Okay.
That's fine. You still have trained, but you choose your particular area of expertise. In effect.
Okay. Understand magic. What's that one? No.
All right. And so that's the end of the... Oh, well, do you want to go and... There's not really much role play. There's not much... I mean, yeah. You can just use the artifact is the point I was going to make. To bind.
So we don't even have to find another creature to like...
Well, all right. So the artifact has... So upon doing research, I think... Clementine, one of you two has got research as an ability.
I've got research, yeah.
But now you've also got specialized in understand magic, so you could also roll your specialization. The ring is pretty difficult to understand though. Like it's level 7.
All right.
So even with 2, but you could get help from Caroline, who can assist with understand magic. So that's one level of assistance. So make a roll against with your specialized
Where
skill
did
with
it
one level
add
of assistance.
I can't change the base difficulty. Yeah, anyway.
No, well, I've set it at 7, so you shouldn't be able to.
Okay, let me try again because maybe I did it too quickly. All right, here we go. All right, so if I do my 2 levels of that, and where do I do the assistance in that?
It should be in assets.
Assets. Oh, so they're just one, right?
Yeah, just one. Yep.
Okay.
Oh.
Because you had what? You were putting in 2 levels of effort.
Yeah.
And you had 2 levels of training, and you had
Yeah.
1, so you actually needed a 6. Okay, so within game your character doesn't know this, but the binding has to be renewed every year.
Yeah.
So the ring only lasts for a year. You'll eventually work this out if you spend enough time studying it. I'll just give it to you, but and it can only bind creatures lower than its level, but its level is 7 and the Cinderling's only level 6. So you can bind the Cinderling. Right. But then you've got to go back next year and do it again.
So this is a temporary solution.
Yeah.
Yeah. Until you find a better answer, which could be the creature. You might need to still find a creature, but you could deliver on the promise immediately. But your characters don't actually know that yet, so they would probably go off thinking they've got the ring.
Yeah, it's like we did it.
Yeah, and bind it. All right, so that is the end of. I've got. Of the 2 little modules in the back. It's quite good. I think it's really good.
Yeah.
I've just convinced my Traveller party to completely flip. We're going to run Traveller going forward using Cypher. Like I've blown up Traveller and we're just going to play it with Cypher.
Nice.
So much easier from a GMing perspective. Like the level of preparation I have to do is basically none. I'm very excited. So what do you think?
I
It
love
was fun.
it. I love the system. I love the setting. Yeah, great.
Yeah.
Would play again.
Yeah, it's a really nice. I mean, I think the setting is brilliant and the podcast is amazing. I've actually caught up. I'm actually fully up to date on the podcast. I listened to a lot of Old Gods over the last 4 weeks.
Yeah, that's
because I was in season 1.
Yeah.
So I've made it to the end of I'm in season 4 now. Anyway.
Damn. Yeah, I've only just gone to season 2.
It's really good.
Yeah.
And I love the Cypher system. I've got to say, I'm actually super impressed. It's really simple. It's actually really mechanically very simple. Very elegant. Yeah. All right. So plan of attack then is in a fortnight, we'll go back to playing the One Ring. It'll be 57, I think. Sounds about right.
Yeah.
Just end the stream.